Hi guys. Okay, so to get this project started, we are going to find some fabric and we're going to change this off-white color to whatever our fabric is. So we've been using Photoshop already in class. We've also used it last semester in fashion illustration. So I would love for you to think for a minute and see if you can remember, how do I select an object? This is our little selection panel here. Sometimes that's on top. I'm probably going to hit the letter W for wand, magic wand, which takes us to this thing, and then I'll just go to the bottom and pick magic wand tool. I think that's the easiest way because then I can just click it and it's selected. And I think I'm going to do one at a time. So I think I'll just start with this one. Another thing I do sometimes, I don't know if this is off subject, but sometimes I just click the background. In this case, I'd have to hold shift, and then I say select inverse. That's what I do if there's like, I don't know if the color isn't flat. I think in this case we're lucky because it's flat, so it's just selecting. But if it's ever like, I don't know, pixelated and stuff, sometimes just clicking the background is just easier, and then saying inverse, and it'll select everything, but not the background. And also, you might be wondering what this checkerboard is. We are working on a PNG file. And PNG files are clear, so it doesn't have a white background. So when I put this photo on top of something, all this checker thing, it's basically clear. So yeah, okay. So anyways, I clicked it, this guy selected. Now I need to go find my photograph of fabric to use. I decided to use, I think a heather gray will be nice. You can use any kind of fabric you want. Just find a photo. It can be denim, it can be, I don't know, no, jersey. I don't really care, but just find a photo of something. So I found one of heather gray here on the internet. I'm going to go ahead and right click it and just say copy. And now I'm going to go back to Photoshop and I'm going to say edit, and instead of paste, I'm going to do paste special because we're going to use something special. And I'm going to paste into. Okay. So this is kind of like the clipping mask from Illustrator. See how it's like inside of our object there? So now I have to decide what I want to do. I can make this swatch bigger, or I can paste a bunch of them and kind of fill it in. There's different options. So why don't I start by just trying to make it bigger and see what that looks like. Do you guys remember how to rescale an object in Photoshop? Illustrator's easy. You just select it and there's little boxes around. You click and drag. But Photoshop, I'm going to hit Command T. And that's kind of the same as going Edit, Free Transform. Okay, so now I don't have to hold Shift because I'm in the newer Photoshop where it automatically keeps everything proportional, which is nice. Okay. And then when you're done, you just double click. So now it kind of looks like a big fuzzy sweater material scaled like that. So I don't know if I like that. So another option I'm going to try, I think I'm going to try and make my pattern a pattern swatch. So I'm going to hit Command V, just regular paste. And then I'm going to select it. So I think this case, it's going to be kind of hard to select, right? Because it's just selecting shades of the gray. So I'll select the background, because that's easy. It's all obviously one color. And I'll say select inverse. Now only my little fabric swatch is selected. Then I can go to Edit and Define Pattern. Okay, and I can give it a name. It defaulted Pattern 2, but maybe I should call it Heather Gray Fabric. And say OK. Okay, I'm going to deselect, Command D. And I don't really need this layer anymore. I think I'm just going to hide it. I guess if I really want to be aggressive, I could click and drag and drop in the trash, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now I'm going to try clicking, I'm going to go back to layer 1. And now I'm going to select this other shape. And this time, instead of Edit, Paste Special, I'm going to say Edit, Fill. And I'm going to fill with, I'm going to choose to fill with a pattern, maybe the one I just made. Custom pattern. So I'm going to choose And I'm going to look for the one I just made. There it is, down at the bottom, hidden away. I'll say okay. And there we go. Command D, deselect. Yeah, I think I like that one better. For this project, I might just leave them both like this so that you guys can see how it turns out in the end, because the point of this is that we're actually going to put this, I'll put it back in the 3D software for you, and you can see what it looks like on our avatar. So it takes this flat two-dimensional illustration and then it gives it life in the 3D mesh. So it's pretty cool, actually. So I'm excited to see all the art that you guys come up with. But anyway, step one is choosing your fabric and filling these two shapes. It's like basically a flat pattern of a dress with your fabric. Okay,